Hey everybody, let's take 5 minutes out of our day and meditate on God's Word together. What is your most valuable possession? Whatever it is, you probably had to work hard for it. You had to save up your money for it and do some things to preserve the possession of this item. Or maybe it's something that was just given to you, but you still take great care in taking care of it. Jesus tells us a parable about a merchant who does the same thing. In Matthew 13, verse 45, he says, "Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who, on finding one pearl of great value, went and sold all that he had and bought it." So this was not uncommon. This would have been a familiar story for the people in Jesus' day. It was not uncommon for there to be divers who searched for pearls in the Red Sea and the Indian Sea or the Persian Gulf, all of which were relatively close to Palestine. And there would be some pearls that would naturally be worth the equivalent of millions today. So here is a merchant who's searching for a pearl that is worth a lot of money. But this isn't a rags to riches story. The story does not go that the merchant goes and finds a pearl in the ocean, then he sells it and he's rich for the rest of his life. Quite the opposite, actually. In fact, this parable really isn't even about the pearl. It's not so much the pearl of great price as it is the merchant of great searching. This guy goes broke to get this pearl. He doesn't dive and finds it. He finds it on sale somewhere, liquidates all of his assets, and buys this pearl. The pearl has intrinsic value, and the man does whatever he has to do to get this pearl. So the one thing you have to note about this parable is the merchant's sacrifice. He searches for this pearl. Now this is a short parable, so you have to pay attention to every word for the detail here. But he searches for it. So just imagine the time he spent searching for this. Imagine the time he spent shopping and traveling, trying to find this one pearl of great value. There, of course, was no Amazon, there was no eBay or nothing like that. When he had to go find this, he had to go far. He had to spend a lot of time doing this. And when he finds it, he sells all that he has to get it. Is there anything so valuable that you would go broke to get it? Even the most valuable possession, you probably plan for it, you save for it, you don't go broke. That's kind of foolish, isn't it? This man had to have it, so he emptied his bank account and he had this. I think one lesson for us is, unless you sell everything, you can't buy. The kingdom of heaven in your life requires that we give up our own kingdoms. We have to search for it. We have to let go of our pride, liquidate our ego, turn away from this world's good, whatever it is that keeps us from finding and keeping this kingdom. This is good news though. The more we search for fulfillment and find it in exterior things, the less fulfilled and the less we actually live. This parable is teaching us what Jesus already taught us. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. That's why this man could liquidate everything and just have this pearl. He's just content with this. The pearl of great price was not a means to an end. It was the end itself. The joy of having this, we might say the joy of the kingdom, is not in what it gives you, but in who it gives you. You are a disciple of Jesus, and being in his kingdom changes you from the inside out. Just possessing the pearl of great price was enough for this man. He let go of everything else and he had this. And so too must we let go of our pride and ego and possessions if need be to hold on to Jesus. Because there's no more striving. There's no more searching. You found it. You found him. You found Jesus in your heart, in your life, and you have that divine connection. That's what sustains you in your life. Now, the kingdom of heaven is the most valuable thing you will ever find. And so this parable asks us, will you search for it? Will you make the sacrifice to obtain that joy in your life? But next time we talk, we're going to talk about a parable where the value isn't limited just to a few people, a few select people. Jesus tells us another parable, but everybody in the world being welcome in this kingdom of heaven that's like a tree where the birds of the heaven nest. We'll talk about that next time we take 5. I'll see you then.